Other interesting business news, CrowdStrike is being served with a class action lawsuit, which, yep, that's not good news for one of the best cybersecurity companies on the planet, which all the news about them in the past couple weeks have been detrimental to say the least, with many people saying, well, Y2K didn't happen in 2000, but kind of happened a couple days ago when you had that unprecedented, one of the largest outages in IT history. Now, this has come to us thanks to a writer over at The Guardian, in which they say, quote, technology CrowdStrike accused of defrauding investors in class action lawsuit. Company says it will vigorously defend the claim by pension fund that its stock price was kept artificially high. There you can see there. In terms of marketing, they have some of the, prior to this incident, that's a cool looking logo. And granted, I might be a little bit biased. I own a company that also resells, installs, and optimizes solutions, including CrowdStrike for cybersecurity. But yeah, prior to this, they had one of the best marketing on the planet. Now, they say, quote, CrowdStrike, the cybersecurity company behind July's mass computer outage around the world, has been issued with an investor lawsuit accusing it of defrauding investors. The class action suit filed by Texas Plymouth Mound County Retirement Association, a pension fund, argues that CrowdStrike misled investors by attesting that the company's technology was validated, tested, and certified. In fact, the investors say that CrowdStrike software was no such thing. Now, they continue to say, quote, defendants had failed to disclose that, quote, one, CrowdStrike had instituted deficient controls in its procedure for updating Falcon, and which, I guess, unquote, that's the most popular all-encompassing product that they sell, or subscription services that they sell. And they say that, quote, was not properly testing updates to Falcon before rolling them out to customers. Two, this inadequate software testing created a substantial risk that an update to Falcon could cause major outages for a significant number of companies' customers. Three, such outages could pose and in fact ultimately created substantial reputational harm and legal risk to CrowdStrike. As a result, the suit claims CrowdStrike traded it at artificially high prices until the mass outage brought its stock price back to earth. Which, my 2 cents. I'm not a lawyer. And again, this is not financial advice by any means. I always have to say that due to the United States being so litigious. But, I mean, again, in terms of being a robust cybersecurity solution, I would argue the stock price was appropriate. A lot of similar tech companies with their sales revenue and their historicals were trading around $400 per share. And again, I think their saving grace is that this was not a cybersecurity incident. Obviously, there's a massive outage. It's estimated that outage cost maybe about $5.2 billion for the Fortune 500 companies alone. So again, it was a huge impact. Can't but think, with all the terms of service, I can't but think there's a caveat for something like that, or some type of saving grace for the company. Now, CrowdStrike, those spokespersons say, quote, we believe this case lacks merit and we will vigorously defend the company, unquote, which, well, yeah, you better. I mean, it's kind of your job. They say, quote, lawsuits for, this is back to the quote of the main article writer, lawsuits for securities fraud are commonly come after almost any adverse corporate event. If the stock price went down for any reasons that are not explicitly disclosed to investors beforehand, they may have success arguing that the lack of disclosure constituted fraudulent selling of the associated stock. And then they dive into the article about how there's that other lawsuit brought forward by actually Delta Airlines, who were trying to sue CrowdStrike for the outage that they suffered as a business where they had lost revenue, and which they are estimating they lost between $300 million and $500 million during that outage. And yeah, if that is successfully, if they actually win that case, I can't but think goodbye to a lot of tech solutions. And technological, I don't know what's going to happen to technological innovation, because every company has outages. Even Microsoft, they call it M365, and I joke for a reason that it's M363. Even they just had a recent outage for another 10 hours. And yet we don't see as many lawsuits against Microsoft. There are maybe a myriad of reasons why, but my 3 cents. I don't think this lawsuit will go too far. But let me know in the comments. The lawsuits are mounting. Their stock is, what's it down to right now? Let's just pull it up really quick, which might be let's see here. Let's see, what's their stock at right now? Because it's been dropping like even more. Yeah, it's for the past 5 years doing pretty good. Past month though is down 40.85%, also losing $160.90 per share. Currently trading for about $225 per share. Granted, of course, by the time this video is rendered and uploaded, it'll change because the stock price does. It goes up and down. But let me know. Do you know anyone who is affected by this outage personally, or was your work specifically hit? And do you think these types of lawsuits will actually be of merit and actually, be able to successfully argue them in court and gain compensation from CrowdStrike? Let me know in the comments. As always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving me a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or a comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.